What is going on, dispensary owners? Brandon back at it again with another video. And in this video, I'm going to show you how you can rank your dispensary higher on Google by building out citations, right? So you might be hearing in the SEO spaces, if you've been following any of my videos, if you've been following any other online SEO videos on how you can rank higher on Google, you might be coming across this thing called citations. So in this video, I'm going to touch on what exactly are citations, why are they important, how to create them, and then what citations you need to build out so that you can rank as high as possible. This video should be very short, very sweet, but very, very important to in the efforts to build out your ranking on Google. Now, exactly, what are citations? Now, citations is just, it seems like a fancy word, but it's just a online reference to a business that features the business name, the address, and phone number, commonly known as NAP, so name, address, phone number. Right? So citations are typically found in directory listings. So you can see here Yelp is one of them. We can see, I just took the screenshot from online, Seaweed Co. You can see that they have their website, their phone number, their address, the name of the business. Here, Yellow Pages, the hashery. We can see that different listings online show different information about the different dispensaries that there are online, right? So that's exactly what a citation is. So think citation, it's not necessarily directory listing, but most of the citations that you do build out will be directory listings. So Yelp, Yellow Pages, Apple Maps, Bing Places is also a citation, Google My Business is also a citation technically, but we're doing these things so that you can end up ranking higher online. Now, why are they important? So there's three things that relate to how you rank online when it comes to your Google business profile, right? So the three things are relevance, distance, and prominence. So relevance determines how closely the search query matches information about the local business. So for example, if I'm looking for a cannabis store, Google's not going to populate to me a massage therapist, right? If I'm looking for a plumber, hopefully Google doesn't put in front of me a restaurant because I'm typing in plumber, I'm typing in restaurant, I'm typing in cannabis store, right? The second one is then distance. How close is the user searching how close is that user searching to that local business, right? So Google now can see how far away you are based on GPS you are from other businesses. So if I'm searching in one area, Google is not going to showcase a listing that is 50 miles away. That just really doesn't make any sense, right? The third one is then prominence. And this one is one that we can affect significantly, or at least in any significant manner. And this is reference to how well known a business is, right? It's also based on information that Google has found on the web, on the internet, like from links, from articles, and directories, right? So this is taken directly from Google themselves, how to improve your local ranking on Google, right? You have relevance, distance, and prominence, right? So as you're watching my videos, I've mentioned this before, and I'll probably go into more detail about these different factors, but this video specifically is about citations because citations are the thing that help boost the prominence of your business. Now, how do you actually create them? So you have two options. Option one is completely free, but it's going to take time. And all that is that you manually create them. So most citations are free, right? All you need to do is follow the instructions on the website, and then you can fill out your profile as best as possible. So example here is business.yelp.com, verify my free listing, log in online, use your information and all that stuff, and then you just, boom, you have your listing. So like this, Yellow Pages, Bing, all these different places. And for the most part, you will be able to sign up for most citations online without having to pay. Like I said, for the most part. Now, the second one, this is not free, but it will save you tons and tons of time. So what I would recommend is that you use a third party vendor. So this is a company that I used to use when I first started, undergoing my SEO journey. This company is called Bright Local, and they have a service where they go ahead and they build the citations for you. So this thing here, you'll see that they say that they'll build citations on key sites. We'll touch on this in a second. Clean up existing citations, and then remove duplicate listings. So prominence is very important because it refers to how well known a business is. And an important piece to building out citations is ensuring the name, address, phone number is up to date and as accurate as possible on all the different websites. I'm not going to go into this in too much detail, but long story short, if on the internet Google is seeing that there's a bunch of different inaccuracies with your different online listings, with your citations that are being built out. Google doesn't have as much confidence that your listing is as up to date and correct as it needs to be, and they won't rank you as high. So Bright Local handles all this stuff for you. You can go ahead, build an account, and yeah, they'll handle most, if not all of these things for you. Just enter the campaign name, you do the location, and do all these different things, and they will go ahead and submit a lot of these citations. Now you must be thinking, okay, Brandon, I'm going to go submit these citations. I know what I need to do. Where do I find these citations? What citations do I need to build out? Well, I have the answer for you. So there's there's actually more, but the three ones I would like to touch on for the purposes of this video are the core search engines, the primary data sources, and then the tier 1 citations to get built out. So the core search engines, Google, Bing, Apple Maps, right? If you're looking at this video and you want to increase your Google Maps listing, you probably have this built out already, right? Another one is Bing. There's this thing called Bing Places, right? Not many people use it, but again, it's another builder just like on Google, and you want to go ahead and build this out. You just go and type it on Google, Bing Places, and then you can register your profile there. The next one would also be Apple Maps, right? Go ahead, register Apple Maps. Just type it on Google, Apple Maps, register business, and then you can go ahead and register your business on Apple Maps. So these are the core search engines of what you want to have online. Then you have your primary data sources. So these are called data aggregators. So they aggregate all of the data across the internet, so then they can then distribute these business listings to a bunch of other websites. So you'll see here, I think on this Bright Local website, I don't have any affiliate code or anything like that, but right here, they say data aggregator submissions, right? So these data aggregator submissions, they will, Bright Local will upload your information to these data aggregators, and these data aggregators will then push your information to the rest of the internet, right? Therefore expanding your reach. And then the next one is called tier 1 citation. So these ones are prominent on Google and frequently used by people searching for businesses. So what this looks like is like Yelp, Yellow Pages, Facebook, Better Business Bureau. So these are the ones that automatically come to mind when you're like, okay, these are the ones I need to build out so that Google understands that, okay, this citation is relevant to Cannabis Store. Cannabis Store is related to a listing that shows up on Google Maps. Okay, business is up to date and correct and authoritative. We're going to rank you higher, right? And then we have your hyper local and niche websites. So Weedmaps and Leafly are very good examples as well. Because if you have a business listing on Weedmaps, if you have a business listing on Leafly, while you may not like or use, depending on who you are, for Weedmaps and Leafly, the fact that your profile is up there means that your business more likely than not is a dispensary, because why else would you be on Weedmaps or Leafly, right? So Google takes all of these things into consideration, and these are what you want to build out, right? Like I said, Bright Local has a really cool way that they can go ahead, and there are other services too, like Yext, Whitespark. Go ahead and do your research. The one that I used, and the one that I thoroughly enjoyed, I wouldn't say thoroughly enjoyed using, but the one that I enjoyed using and was the most affordable was Bright Local. But again, there are some other companies that go ahead and do that for you. Now, if you want help building even more citations, right, you can go to this website right here, whitespark.ca, and then you can see the top local citation sources by country. So like I said here, you have your tier 1, Yelp, Facebook, Yellow Pages, Better Business Bureau. But if we go here, click United States, right, we can see what the citations are, right, in terms of how Google sees the citation. So Google Maps, Apple Maps, Facebook, Foursquare, Bing Places, Yelp, TomTom, Yellow Pages, Info, all of these ones, right? So you need to ensure that you're building out citations at least to all of these top 10 listings, so that Google then knows that, okay, if these listings are up to date and correct, the name, address, phone number are accurate, the hours are accurate, and everything is good, right? That then means that the percentage likelihood chance that your website is up to date and correct on Google Maps is also higher, because essentially it goes like, if everyone is saying the same thing, more likely than not is correct. In most cases, again, but in general for citations and when it comes to prominence, this is exactly what you want to do in order to help ranking higher on Google. So like I said, there are 3 things to take into consideration: relevance, distance, and prominence. And prominence is referring to how well known a business is. And one of those ways is by filling out directories and online citations. So if you haven't done this, if you don't know what this is, please go ahead and go to these websites, build out your citations, because this is what's going to help you rank higher on Google above your competitors. Now, last but not least, if you want to go into and chat with me directly to talk about how we can build out a game plan to help double your sales, There's really two options, right? The first one is that you can download our marketing checklist and guide. That's the first link in the description. Or if you would like, you can just schedule a free one-on-one with me directly. We can have faster results. I mean, I speak with people all over the place. You can have 10 plus dispensaries, 30 plus dispensaries, or you're just kind of beginning. So if you really want to have more of a custom built out strategy based on exactly where you are, feel free to schedule a free one-on-one strategy session with me. And then I'll go ahead and help you out as best as possible. But that's it for me today. Hope to talk to you guys later. See ya. Bye.